Today's video is sponsored by the Kit Collective. Get yourself your classic football shirts, all authentic, in the link down below. Welcome back to the We Are City channel for FL 25 Manchester City Master League. This is the second to last episode because the penultimate episode is going to be the Champions League final when Celtic have managed to get all the way to the final. It's an all-British final, City versus Celtic. That'll be the next episode where we'll also reveal a bit more into who's going to be, or reveal exclusively who's going to be the new Manchester City manager after Pep Guardiola. There's 2 games left in the Premier League at home, both of them against Villa and against Fulham. You can see that we're 4 points off the top of the table. That game against Villa, if we were to win at the Etihad and Liverpool were to lose, would put us 1 point off the top of the table, perhaps 2 depending on the result, or even less depending on the result of Arsenal. But it does mean that the title is still on with 2 games remaining. Yes, it seems unlikely, but this episode we could be Premier League title winners. Let's decide for Aston Villa today. We go with James Trafford in goal. He starts ahead of Donnarumma, who's a little bit tired, a bit out of condition. It's Lewis, Baleba and Aït-Nouri the back 4. O'Reilly in the holding role with Gibbs-White alongside him. Cherki in front with Foden on the left. Marmoush off the right. Erling Haaland the captain through the middle. As for them, they go with Berkey in goal, the captain. Noemi Mila Martinez. It is Matty Cash, Torres, Concern, Mats in the back 4. Onana and Tielemans in field 2. Asensio in front with Andres Garcia on the right. Leon Bailey on the left. And Nicholas Jackson through the middle. Max Doman has been side, maybe on loan. Kamara's there as well on the bench, as well as Hector Fort, Josh Achampong. A big name, really, Morgan Rogers, former City man. He sticks on the bench for Villa. So back at the Etihad after our fantastic win away at Anfield in the last episode, going to a Champions League final with this Manchester City side. Today, we take on Aston Villa, a team that we beat at Villa Park when we started getting back into form, when we'd had a really bad season, that really bad period. We got back into form by beating Villa. The intention is to keep our form nice and high at the moment, beat Villa here today, and perhaps see a bit of an upset in the league. If Liverpool or Arsenal lose, we're ready to pounce to try and retain our Premier League title, which at the moment looks like it's gone. Tielemans is there into Onana. Back through, what a ball. Chance here for Villa, and a good tackle by Rico Lewis. He's in it right back today. Foden. Into Erling Haaland here. Foot race with Pau Torres. Haaland wins it. Haaland across the box. Marmoush at the far post. 1-0 City. I tell you what, Marmoush and Haaland, they score some goals, don't they, those two? And they seem to work so well together as well. 1-0 Manchester City. Haaland very unselfish across to Marmoush. We saw the goalkeeper, Roman Berkey, just step out. What a ball by Foden, by the way, through to Haaland. Holds off Pau Torres. And as he does step out, across to Marmoush, he keeps himself on side to tap him. Berkey's not happy. On to Morgan Gibbs-White. Aït-Nouri. Back to Gibbs-White here. Morgan Gibbs-White blocked by Pau Torres. Deflects behind for a corner. He could have a lot of goals this season, Morgan Gibbs-White. He gets in good positions, but his finishing sort of lets him down. Crossing by Foden. And there for Haaland with a header into the hands of Roman Berkey. By Erling Haaland. The Swissman sends it long and away. Aerial battle with Juma which Nicholas Jackson chest down. Plays him behind to Jackson. It's brilliant by the opposition. Nicholas Jackson beats James Trafford 1-1. And from absolutely nothing, Aston Villa equalise. And that comes from Juma. One by Villa. Jackson again. Good hold up play on Nicholas Jackson again. Andres Garcia, ball through to Jackson again here. Nicholas Jackson again here. And he puts it wide. But Juma having a tough time against Jackson. He's very mobile, Nicholas Jackson. We know he makes the good runs. And he has done a few times already. Ball through to Jackson. Juma lost him again here. Jackson makes it 2-1. Juma struggling, and I think at half-time he comes off here. Jackson makes it 2-1 Villa. 2 chances, 2 goals. I mean, Trafford's not pulled out any saves either, which isn't helpful. Matson. Into Jackson again. He's off Juma again. Jackson for the hat-trick. Finally a save from Trafford. I'll play Gibbs-White. Foden. Cherki. Lewis. Cherki. Foden. Cherki. Lewis. Pulled it back to Marmoush. Little back heel. It's Gibbs-White! It's 2-2. And finally Gibbs-White gets in the score sheet. Let's go. He's a good player, Morgan Gibbs-White. He's been really good for us in recent games. And if he's fine in the back of the net as well more often, more of a reason to play him. Lewis across the box. Marmoush little back heel and Gibbs-White spanks it into the back of the net. Fantastic finish. And he's through on goal. Just going to get it through to him. Pass that's intercepted by Erling Haaland brilliantly. And he keeps it in. Into Phil Foden. Marmoush. Gives White down the box. Oh. Be a hero. Be a hero. Omar Marmoush! Omar Marmoush! 3-2 Manchester City. We might not win the title this season. We don't know what's going to happen in the other games between Liverpool and Arsenal with 2 games remaining. But if we get our 3 points in this one, 3 points in the next one, we'll be fine. We'll finish top 3 at least. And that'll have to go down as a good season. There's Omar Marmoush up from the spot. Lifts it up and over the wall. What a free kick from Omar Marmoush. And 3-2 Manchester City. Back in front and changes to be made here. And Phil Foden will leave the field now for Jeremy Doku. And Oscar Bob is going to come on for Ryan Shaqiri. Brilliant. Haaland. Fantastic. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Erling Haaland! 4-2 Manchester City. Haaland finishes the game off. 4 goals for City today. Like we saw against Villa last time out at Villa Park. This time, though, we were behind. Good play from Oscar Bob. Haaland wide to him. He's such a good player, Bob. He really is. Inside he comes. Lays it off to Erling Haaland, who finishes it. I mean, Bob can play in a more midfield position as well. I think that's certainly got that in him. Have we got one more change in the side? We have got one more substitution. It's going to be... Ooh. It's going to be Echivere. Oscar Bob. Bob. Through to Doku. It's pumped in towards one of our players. Echivere with a header. Doku. Echivere turns. Echivere tries to sneak it in. And Echivere does sneak it in for 5-2. We have got some real attacking talent in this side. And Echivere makes it 5 off the bench. And scoring goals a game. And I think whoever the new manager is who comes in, Echivere will be saying, I want to play more games. Fantastic finish by the young Argentinian. Maybe some more of the old guard need to be moved on in this City side to make space for the likes of Echivere and whoever. 5-2 Manchester City. Gabriel Priani here. Goals galore. And City get another 3 points. A +3 on our goal difference as well, which is already ahead of the other teams. Let's just see how Liverpool and Arsenal have done. The results are on the league table, you can see them here, but we don't care. I mean, Forest have lost 2-0 to Leeds, which is bad for them. We want to know the Liverpool and Arsenal result. Wow. Liverpool lose 3-0 to Chelsea. Arsenal beat West Ham United by 3 goals to 1. 3 goals to 0. Chelsea might have just ended Liverpool's title hopes. Oh my word, look at that. We are 1 point off Liverpool and Arsenal at top of the table. Could Arsenal finally win the Premier League? Chelsea do them a massive favour. They jump up into 4th now. So Chelsea could have got themselves Champions League football. On the day Forest loses, well, they could lose out on it, which is incredibly harsh on Forest for a good season. It all goes down to the wire on match day 38. We could still win. If Liverpool and Arsenal lose in last day's season, we could win the league on goal difference. It's still all to play for going into match day 38. Well, final game of the Premier League season, we get... So final game of the Premier League season, we meet Fulham at the Etihad, knowing that a win might just make us Premier League champions once again. In goal starts Donnarumma, it's Lewis, Diaz, Baleba and Aït-Nouri the back 4, Rodri and Reina the midfield 2, with Echivere makes a start in front, Bob on the right, Marmoush on the left and Erling Haaland through the middle. No Gibbs White, no Ryan Shaqiri, no Foden, Rodrigo or Doku all on the bench, with Vardy, Kasanov, Bar, Vanderson, O'Reilly as well as James Trafford. They go with Leno in goal, Tete, Anderson, Koenka and Robinson the back 4. Harrison, Sander Berger and Tom Cairney midfield 3. Adama Traore on the right, Smith through on the left and Raul Jimenez through the middle. They have got dangerous options, the likes of Calvin Bassey, Timothy Castagna, Alex Iwobi and mainly Rodrigo Manoith on the bench. Here we go, penultimate Premier League game, match day 38. It ends at the Etihad. As Premier League champions, who knows? Depending on their results between Liverpool and Arsenal, City could still win the goal difference, the season and the league on goal difference, but that all depends on Liverpool and Arsenal. The likelihood of those both losing are pretty unlikely, and the expectation is Arsenal will go on to be Premier League champions come the end of this game, but you never know, and we have to keep hope, and we know we've still got a Champions League final to play. Chased by Rico Lewis, Adama Traore is quick, he's powerful, he's pacey. He's been shrugged here by Aitnuri, who's fighting and battling. He's done really well there, Aitnuri. And Reinders in towards Marmouche. Off the left today. Good touches by Marmouche. Reinders. Over top to Rico Lewis. That's a great find, Lewis. He took too long and Lewis took a terrible touch. Haaland pressing here. Trouble for the opposition. Forward from centre-back, Bob. Right to Aitnuri. Reinders. Into the channel to Marmouche. He will get there. Head of Anderson. Anderson on Marmouche here. Foul on the Egyptian. Free kick Manchester City. Overzealous there, Anderson. Desperate to try and win it. Straight into Omar Marmouche. Motion towards Oscar Bob. In towards Erling Haaland. It's deflected into the back of the net. 1-0 Manchester City. And it's Erling Haaland with the finish. Who else? Possibly the Premier League's top goal scorer. And he's at it again. Marmouche short to Bob. Whips one in. Off Anderson and in. Does it go down as an own goal? I don't think so, because it was going on target. So Erling Haaland takes it. 1-0 Manchester City. Aitnuri. Oscar Bob. Nice turn in towards Rico Lewis. Play that ball to Marmouche, which he does do, but it's overhit massively. Anderson is there. Marmouche is causing problems again. And he keeps it in, Marmouche. Credit to him. Lewis. Echivere. Back onto Lewis. Lifts one in. Haaland with the header at the near post. Sarah the keeper back to Oscar Bob and cleared away. That is special. Oh, that was even better if it come off. Fantastic from Echivere. Rico Lewis. Echivere. Into the box here. Oscar Bob with the turn. And Oscar Bob puts it wide. I had time there. I had way more time. So I've hit it on a snapshot with the right foot, the Norwegian. Just take a touch, put it on your left, put it in the back of the net. Half time, City 1, Fulham 0. Kenny again. Fulham coming out a little bit better in this second half. Wilson from fullback. Dispossessed by Belabor. In towards Marmouche. He's got Reinders next to him. Didn't pass to him. Fulham are pinging the ball around pretty well here. It's a great turn by Adama. And a free header for Jimenez. And just wide of Donnarumma's goal. That comes from Marmouche's poor pass. Reinders fouled by Jimenez. Goes the other way. Switch of play. Smith Rowe. Blocked by Diaz. And it's wide of the post. But Fulham are growing into this game. And City are losing a little bit of control. Corner ball. Right to Rico Lewis. Haaland's in again here. Near post save by Bernd Leno. Could I have gone across the box? Am I missing that extra pass at the moment? Rangers swing one in. Robinson off for Reece Nelson. Again, another winger at fullback. Aitnuri on the right foot. Deflected off the post. Offside against Haaland. I thought it was a penalty. On way to Lewis. Reinders. Oscar Bob on the turn. Good block by Leno. Could have pulled that back again. Corner ball again. Reinders. In. Thumped it towards Haaland there. Adama picks it up. Counts on again here. Belabor well cut out. Aitnuri. Gives White. Rodrigo. Rodrigo! And that's game. Gives White the assist. Rodrigo with the goal. It's 2-0 Manchester City. 3 points heading our way. Whether it's enough for a Premier League title, who knows? One back by Belabor. On the counter, Fulham trying to push forward. Gibbs White delays the pass. He plays Rodrigo. First time strike at the near post. 2-0 Manchester City. Muniz comes on now. A little bit late Fulham, isn't it, Marco Silva? Fulham play it short. Sander Berger. Diaz away. Haaland, full-time whistle goes. Well, judging by the applaud by the captain for the teams around the Premier League and for the final game of the season, it looks like Manchester City aren't Premier League champions. We made it too difficult for ourselves with that defeat to Arsenal and to Manchester United. We made mistakes throughout the season which cost us, and in the end, cost us one time too many, didn't it? And it means we do finish either third or second place, but the Premier League title isn't heading back to Manchester. That's a disappointment, but that's just the way it is. And Rodri, I hope that is not a wave goodbye from Rodri, the captain. The final game of the season, Arsenal lose 4-1 to Newcastle, but Liverpool beat Sheffield United by 1-0, meaning Arsenal bottle the league title again. Wow. Liverpool win on 78. We're second on 77. Arsenal actually finished third on 77. We're ahead on goal difference. We actually finished second, 1 point off the league title. That's, considering the season we had, I mean, 9 defeats to the City side. 9 defeats. And we still finished second. United in 8th. Chelsea get top 4 ahead of Nottingham Forest. And down the bottom, Burnley, Leeds and Leicester are relegated. Sheffield United scrape their way to staying in the Premier League this season. Well, the team of the season has been revealed, and there is a few Manchester City players in there. Rodri, Erling Haaland and Ria Nuri. Former City goalkeeper Joe Costa in goal from Chelsea, Enzo Fernandez and Reece James. Rice there from Arsenal, Mario from Forest, Van Dijk and Salah from Liverpool, and Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United. We haven't done so well in this team of the season. Now we've got usually have more. How Nuri's got in there, I don't know. I don't think he's played particularly well, but who am I? Maybe I'm wrong. Well, we are going to do our end of season roundup now, because we've got the Champions League final to end the next episode, the final episode of season 2, and it will be where we reveal the new manager of Manchester City, the man taking over from Pep Guardiola. Top goal scorers in the Premier League were Erling Haaland and Marmoush with 23 and 15 for us. Mo Salah gets second with 20. Top in assist-wise, hopefully he's a City player, could be Rodri. It is Rodri with 11, shared with Ethan Ampadu from Oldham Midfield. Shirky got 9 as well, and Bob and Haaland themselves in there with 6 as well. And then individual titles. Player of the season goes to Mo Salah, top scorer Haaland, assist leader Rodri, best manager Liverpool's Arne Slot. We don't need to see anything else, but we'll see who's coming up next season. It's Everton coming back to the Premier League, Bristol coming to the Premier League, and then either Norwich, Wolves, Sunderland and Blackburn next season coming back to the Premier League. As for the Emirates FA Cup, which we need to see because of course we were knocked out very early on, the winner was Arsenal, a 3-1 win over Aston Villa in the final. We didn't do well enough in that one at all. And let's have a look at some of the leagues from around the world as well. In France, we saw Paris Saint-Germain win another league title ahead of Olympique Marseille. Top goal scorer in that league was Kvaratskhelia, 18. Mason Greenwood with 18 as well. And also Dembele with 17. As for the side in Italy, the top side over there was Inter, winning with 87 points. Milan in second, Lazio in third. And goal-wise, the top goal scorer in Italy was Pasalic from midfield with 18. Leao got 14 as well. On to Portugal. Surely it's Porto, it's Braga. Wow, they've outdone the top 3. Sporting down in 8th. Porto second, Benfica third, Braga win the league. They must have had a good goal scorer surely to win the league. They must have had one. They do, no. Navarro gets 10. Pavlidis with 14 is the top goal scorer in that league. On to La Liga. Real Madrid. Barcelona win it. 2 points clear at the top. Atleti not far off either. Mallorca finishing 4th. Credit to them. And top goal scorer was Vinicius Jr. with 20. Jeremy Moreno was 16 as well. Sanket as well with 14. And then on to Germany, the Bundesliga. Bayern surely wins this one. They do. 71 points ahead of Leverkusen and Dortmund. Top goal scorer, you'd expect it to be Harry Kane. It's not. It's Lois Openda with 21. Boniface with 20. Gerashi got 18 as well. Some real top performers there. I wonder how the league in Turkey is going to actually. Do we see a Fenerbahce league win? We do. 78 points of Fenerbahce. Top goal scorer in the league was Gaich with 18. John Duran got 14 for them. Leroy Sané, a former City man, scoring the goals as well. What other leagues might we be interested in? Well, these other ones, national competitions and so on as well. But they're leagues from around the world. But it's time to look at our squad as well. Look at the squad. How did we do as a team? Who got the most goals and so on? And then we'll do the end of season votes on the community tab where you can see that. You can see how we did. So, most appearances, we'll just run through the players anyway, you can work it out. Donnarumma, 45 appearances this year. Cristiano, 37. Baleba, 33, no goals but 1 assist. Vanderson, 37, no goals, 3 assists. Aït-Nouri, 36, no goals, 3 assists. Rodri, 38 games, no goals but 11 assists from midfield. Gibbs White, 33 appearances, 2 goals, 3 assists. I thought he was fantastic from the end of the season. Shirky getting 10 assists and 2 goals in 36. Foden getting 10 goals and 5 assists in 36. Bob getting 7 assists and 3 goals in 27. Haaland nearly 30 goals, 29 goals and 7 assists in 47. Not his usual record. Trafford only 8 games this season, he might want out next year. Diaz only 22, he might want out. Jumabara only 14. Vardiel 36, 1 goal, 1 assist. Lewis 15 games, no goals, 2 assists. O'Reilly only played 15, got 2 goals and 1 assist. I think we need to see more of Nico O'Reilly, he's been really good. Nico only 13 games, 2 assists, he might want out. Udenis 36 games, 8 goals, 2 assists. Echeverri 17 games, 2 goals, no assists. Doku 29 games, 4 goals, 5 assists. Rodrigo 37 games, 12 goals actually and 2 assists, not far off Marmoush in 38 games, got 15 goals and 4 assists. Then you got Mikasa with 6 appearances, Jeremy Monga with 4 and 1 goal, Mabama 1, Mifuni 1, and Marcus Bettinelli 1 as well. You see who the key standout players were for us this season, statistics-wise: Foden, Shirky, Rodri, Haaland, Marmoush, Rodrigo, and you would say Tajani and Ainders as well in there as well. That ends today's episode, but we've got a Champions League final coming up next against Celtic, where we will also reveal the new manager of Manchester City. Why can't you wait for that one? Just one more episode. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you're not already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we'll see you guys next time.